Looking for unique and captivating pottery for your home decorations? Look no further than Warehouse Creation. This local business here in Rome makes fun pieces of pottery like this wizard piece right here, and they can make multiple pieces like simple pieces, complementary pieces, functional pieces, and everything for your home decorations. So if you want to find out more, check out their YouTube channel, their Facebook, their Instagram, and check out their website. And thank you again. Back to the episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Preferred Podcast. We are here with our esteemed guest,
Grant Garrett,
And team member Luis.
team member HD.
and today we're going to be diving into haunted locations. So first, I want to start off. Do you guys believe in ghosts? We'll keep it brief and then move on to the first topic.
Yes, I do.
You do?
I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about
Just like
same with the aliens,
He's
bro.
always on the fence.
I believe more in ghosts than aliens.
See,
Because
Luis
ghosts,
can never
I
form his
actually-
own opinion.
I can't form my opinion.
SJ, you believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts. Yeah, I think it, yeah.
I
think
just
it's real.
I feel like ghosts. I'm not to be like, oh, it's a ghost, because like that's the easiest way to explain to explain why things happen. I just think it has to happen because something supernatural.
Yeah.
But on the course of haunted locations, I want to quickly talk about a place in New Jersey. It's not necessarily like a structure. It's a road called Clayton Road, and so the stories of there is like there's phantom trucks that will chase you. There's a ghost boy. And then there's the Dead Man's Curve, which isn't haunted, but apparently it's used for satanic like practices. Dead Man's Curve is a thing that's it's a deadly curve. So people will be driving too fast, they'll miss the turn, and then they'll die.
See, you could easily just write that off as people just being dumb, though.
Yeah.
Like,
And people actively go over here and try to like actually like see this and actually.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
some,
I wanted
some
to.
people
are
actually
actively-
drive there to go over.
People
Denver.
are actively risking their lives to see
That's
this haunted
crazy,
place. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a bridge, and there's like a story about a little boy who I don't remember if he was ran over or if he fell off the bridge, but they say if you throw a coin off the bridge, he'll throw it back to you. So I don't know how credible that is because I think there's like a little river there, and there's just a bunch of coins down there. So maybe it's not credible, maybe it's not. And then to the phantom trucks, they just chase you down. And if I really wanted to go there when I was little, and I was like, my only worry is getting chased by a phantom truck right before Dead Man's Curve. You want to escape
bro,
it,
that's scary.
but
You can't go over the curb too fast.
no. But would any of y'all go to a place like that?
Where's it located at?
New Jersey.
In New Jersey? How far is that from here?
I have no clue.
I
that's
would
like
not.
at least
a minute
500
away.
miles. Yeah.
I would not travel an extraordinary amount of miles just to die. So no,
It's
I'm
in
not
like
traveling
New
that
England.
far.
I would
right? So
go
it's
there
like
and
north.
I would go somewhere like the Conjuring house or like
That-
Go
You
Man's
would
Bridge.
actually go. That, look,
Or
I,
St.
I,
Augustine
I would,
Lighthouse.
I would risk my life to go there.
You gotta go to a
For
place
real?
that has like hundreds of stories of people like yeah.
So
So
tell us about the Conjuring.
Where's that at? The Conjuring
Conjuring
House?
house. That's in Rhode Island.
Is it really?
So they have a whole film franchise around their stuff. Now, majority
Yeah.
of those movies are fake, but
Right.
the first one has some accuracies in there. But basically, this lady, Bathsheba, she like would watch over babies and get this little needle and stab them in the head with it and sacrifice them to like Satan.
That's
And-
kind of gory.
Yeah, and it is. It's messed up. But basically, the town folk found out about this girl and they hung her from a tree. And now her demon possesses like that house. And this family was put through a bunch of torment. And one of the most famous ghost hunters in the world, the Warren family, they had to come there and help sort it out. And that's what the movies are about. They're kind of about the Warrens' cases. But
That's
basically,
scary, man.
that family had to help, and they discovered that it was Bathsheba the demon. And you can look into her historically. She very much was a real person.
Is there any like
And-
evidence behind any of that, or is it just like?
I mean, the mom had like pin needles stabbed on her leg. And
see, but you
killed
can just do
babies
that
with
to
pin
yourself,
needles.
though. You know what I'm saying?
You could.
It's
Well,
always
who in
like
the right
Why would
mind-
she
deniability.
torment her entire family and make them go through actual hell with like their everyday lives, so they were
I mean,
scared
that's
to be
a
in
fair
their
point,
house?
though. I mean, that
And
is.
back then, it's not like you got internet clout. Like she's getting like clout now, and she's probably already passed away. I don't know if the mom still
Yeah.
lives, but like she would be getting the clout now. Why would she make all that up back then when no one even cared?
Yeah,
that is
that's
a fair
good
point.
Like-
That is a fair point.
Yeah. So
So the Conjuring house. Is there anything behind it other than like the baby sacrifice?
the demon Bathsheba is really the main like driving factor behind it.
Okay.
And now the doll Annabelle is associated with it because of the movies. That's another Warren case, but they actually have they don't really cross over like in real life.
Okay.
But basically, the Annabelle doll, like people will go to the Warren Museum where they have a bunch of demonic artifacts. It has to get blessed like 3 times a day by a priest.
Oh, what the
and,
heck?
And they'll be like, "Yo, Annabelle, you're not real. If you're real, do something to me." And they'll like die in car accidents on the way home. Like that's like factually.
Would you guys ever do that? Would you guys ever like challenge a known haunted?
No.
Like,
I would challenge this because I value my belief over my life. I'm like, are you true or not?
Dude,
If I die, I die.
this dude was like, "You
okay,
are not
but, like-
real. Do something to me." And he got kicked out by like Warren, and he literally died in a motorcycle accident on the way home.
Well, at least he died knowing the truth. So
No, the truth.
I don't know that he did. Dude.
I don't think you processed that. I think he was just gone, bro. He's like, oh, the dog got me.
So the Conjuring, I could actually go to Rhode Island and actually.
Yeah, it's on Airbnb. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go spend the night.
I feel like a lot of these haunted places, they're always on like the coast, or they're always like on an island somewhere, like Alcatraz, or like you guys know about St. Augustine's lighthouse? You guys heard of that?
Yeah.
It's like a haunted lighthouse. Right? I think Grant, you know all about this.
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah, I think he's talking about this. Earlier.
People say you go there and you will believe in ghosts once you leave. Like
What's so driving behind that though?
Well,
like why do
there's a bunch of like claims that people have seen people in a dark corner rocking in a rocking chair. There will be a tour, and there will be no children on that tour, but there will be a child's footprints and handprints in the dirt, like by the house and stuff like that.
Dang.
And they'll reportedly like get this device that bounces to radio frequencies and have full conversations with the ghost. And they'll name themselves like, "Oh, my name's Liza." Like you can historically look up the people that have been named on these interviews. And they're actual people who did exist. Now, whether those things have been faked or not, I don't necessarily know about that front. But people claim that if you get that device and go there, you will experience that.
And they haven't made a movie out of this?
No, they haven't. See, here's the difference between that, though. Like, people are like, what's the difference between ghosts and demons? Ghosts, you typically don't hear about them harming people. It's demons where they make movies out of, because the demons are what actually hurt people. The lighthouse, no one's really been harmed by a ghost or anything. Some people don't say, go there and you're going to get hurt. They just go there and you're going to believe because you're going to see stuff. They may not be, like, angry at you, they're just there. So yeah,
because a lot of movies, they tend to take those stories of demons and stuff and exaggerate it. And
like Valak the Nun.
It's kind of like The Shining,
Yeah.
for example. That place was based off of the Stanley Hotel located in Colorado, which the hotel in and of itself isn't really haunted.
Yeah.
It's just there's a room there that has been reported to have paranormal activity. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Probably something that people invented. Some things did happen, like in the hotel back in the 1900s, there was a gas leak and somebody died.
Yeah.
But other than that, it wasn't really haunted. But The Shining, Stephen King actually, like you said, I think you said it, they wrote a book about The Shining.
He wrote a book called The Shining, and Stanley Kubrick, the director, he was inspired by the Stanley Hotel.
The hotel, and then and then they made The Shining, which The Shining was a great movie, but it just takes a little bit of a little bit of paranormal activity and make it to a full blown movie, And which that place we could actually visit today if we wanted to. So
spend the night there.
Go spend the night there.
Hey, let's go on a little haunted road trip.
Let's go to Jersey. Let's
go to the Curve. Let's go.
5,000 likes and we'll visit all these locations.
5,000? No, 10,000 likes.
If we get 5,000 likes, let's go, bro.
We each go to our own separate locations.
We gotta go.
We each go to a separate location and record it. Who's experiencing
same time, bro? Same time?
Yeah, simultaneously.
And then there's cases, like with him talking about how these things may be fabricated. There's another case of something that may be fabricated, but it has real life things backing it. Have any of y'all heard of Goatman's Bridge?
It's vaguely familiar.
It's this bridge in Texas where basically people don't really know, like the story is unclear on how the rumor started, but either a goat farmer got like hung there or a satanic cult sacrificed goats there, but people call it Goatman's Bridge, and they claim that they can see this goat demon that looks at them, and they can see his eyes and they can see him on the bridge. A bunch of people went there to investigate, and they'd hear stuff in the woods, and people would be like, oh, the demon's running around in the woods. Well, they ended up realizing several years later that there's actually a satanic cult that used that bridge and would stay in the woods and like.
See, so that one might not be haunted. That could just be the cult.
Could just be the cult. Like, and people are saying, "Oh, these people go disappearing." Then that means this place is haunted. Not necessarily. This cult lives there, and they think it's like has demons attached to it, so they sacrifice.
I believe in
people.
ghosts and everything, but I fully like support Luis on being on the fence because there's so many things.
Yeah, there's so many things that
are like you could like none of this. There hasn't been like any real concrete proof for any of this. Like it's all just like it's basically hearsay.
Here's the thing on it. I'm not gonna claim to be an expert. Dude, I can explain to you exactly what this and this is and how ghosts work. I just know that there's something. I don't know what it is, but there's something else that we don't understand. That's the thing. There's not a rule book on this, and we don't understand much about it as much as people would like to. Yeah. But I think there's clear, coherent proof that there's at least something going on. Now, we may not be able to agree on what it is, but I think there's something going on. That's why, like, ghost is such a broad term. It sounds like, oh, he believes in everything.
Yeah.
I'm not some psycho who believes in all this crazy stuff and who wears a tinfoil hat. I just believe in the things that I've personally experienced and the things that I've heard from people and have backing on. Mm-hmm. Like my grandma, who is not about horror movies at all, claims that she saw the Civil War ghost, and in her house that she had, and it was a Civil War house. She saw this man. He would just be walking around sometimes, and one night she never mentioned it to anyone, but one night night at dinner, her youngest son, my Uncle Blake, said, "Has anyone else seen the man in the black trench coat walking around the house?"
Well,
And
that's
it made her freak out because she was like, "You see him too?" And my grandma is like the opposite of like any horror movie stuff, and she would not make that kind of stuff up. So even as an early kid, when I heard those stories, I was like, "There's got to be something going on." So that's why
Lived in this house too, Grant?
I've been in this house,
You've
and I
been
can
in this
tell
house.
I can tell you this, and I know this sounds like okay, that this kid is crazy.
Some crazy
But
kid.
when I was in that house, every time I always had an uneasy feeling. Like I think back on it now. Back then, I always had this weird feeling whenever I was in this house.
So, apart from Grant, do any of you guys have any like ghost stories or anything?
I
you
do
wanna
have one, but on the topic of haunted locations, I think we should do an episode on the supernatural for the next one.
That
Because you
would-
seem to know a lot.
We still have to do Aliens Part 2, guys. I forgot
I'll
about
use
that.
my
aliens,
experience.
ghosts, we got to do everything.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it wasn't my experience. It was the experience of my poor older sister because of something that happened to her.
Yeah.
Well, nothing happened to her. It's what she saw.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm not going to go into it because I want to save it for the next episode when
Yeah.
we do supernatural. But yeah, I mean, do you guys have experiences like he asked?
I mean, I don't have any experiences. That's why I'm on the fence about it. But
Yeah.
I would love to visit, one of these places, Goban's Bridge with Grant, and
Not
see if we
Goban's
come out of
Bridge.
alive. If we come out alive, it's fake. If he does, if we
Nah,
don't, then
Bro, what if you guys die?
Dude,
What am I supposed to do?
that would
on
be
the
the
podcast,
last
bro?
place I would say go to for haunted purposes. I'd be
Well,
like,
'cause
no.
that one's like proof of a
that
cult,
one has
like-
proof of like a cult being there. Let's get a one where
your place, the one located in Jersey,
Yeah.
that place sounds nice where you could just throw a coin and see if it comes back.
I've always wanted to go.
That actually seems really nice.
No, run off the road
I
coming
think the
back, like-
lighthouse is the number one place, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
that
great.
would be
Actually,
the
I go to the
place.
lighthouse. I go to the
Conjuring
Shining
one.
house, maybe the Conjuring
Not
house.
not the Shining Hotel. You want
The
the
Stanley Hotel?
I'd bet money before we went in. Nothing
But
would happen.
room-
It'd be a normal.
There's a
hotel
room. There's a
experience.
room 217.
you one that
We'll
That's
stay in that room, and I guarantee nothing's gonna happen. It'll stay in that room exactly.
So you want to bet you?
I would bet $100 going in with each of y'all. I have to give each of y'all $300 if something happens in that room. I do not think
I
this.
don't blame
Okay,
you.
but if we lose this, he gets like $1,000, bro.
No, I would get 300, and y'all would each get 100. So yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
for me, I would definitely want to visit the Conjuring house in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
That's like an Airbnb, right? So we could go visit there. You know.
Yeah.
So other than that, do you have any other places?
Just, I'm not going to those places you talked about. Clinton Road's about it. But
Clinton
you,
Road.
the things you guys
I don't
mentioned.
know. I go to the lighthouse, man. Come on.
Nah.
Like,
The lighthouse would be chill, bro.
I don't know. I go
It's
to
not
the
a
lighthouse and I go to the Conjuring house. I think, and Clinton Road. But other than that, I think I'm good. I don't think I'm going anywhere else.
I'm
Dang.
putting my life on the line.
Or 5,000 likes
Or
on the
5,000.
video.
You guys comment down
5,000
below
likes.
places we should visit. And
Or 5,000
we'll
likes
go
on the
there.
video.
5,000 likes will travel across.
Add
the
a
country.
place we can replace with Goatman's Bridge because we're not going there.
If you
I'm
guys
not
have
going
any haunted
there.
locations, haunted locations, feel free to put them in the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 3 of the Preferred Podcast. Grant, thank you for being here.
Of course, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, you're an amazing guest because you know so much. Like if it was just us three, I think we'd be a little lost. But yeah, you do know a lot. You do know a lot. So yeah, thank you for being here, and thanks to the team members here, always Luis and HJ, and myself for being the amazing host. I'm joking.
Yeah, you are. You
Nah,
are an
you
amazing
love
host.
it.
You're a good host. Good host.
the
man,
best
good
host.
Best host. I think you should be for the next episode.
Yeah, so tune in for the next episode. We'll see Aliens Part 2 or Supernatural. We'll decide on that. So we'll see you guys later.
Guess we'll see you.
All right, see ya.
Have a good-